Hello, this is a brief video of this Bosendorfer 170 grand made in 1924. Now it's had the key tops replaced. These are look-alike ivory. They've got slight grain in them, if you can see on the video, going back to front. Very tastefully done. This is all original and the most common colour for Bosendorfer, which is mahogany. So I should say the Bosendorfer 170 is usually in mahogany. Very often they're refinished black. If we fully restore one, sometimes we French polish it mahogany and sometimes we redo it in black because there's a lot of demand for black pianos. Now we haven't repolished this piano. There's a little bit of damage on the lid here, but you don't see that bit because it's covered over when the lid's folded back. There we are, with the lid folded back. Of course, we can fully French polish this piano if you would like it to be done. But at the moment, it's at a budget price. It's less than half, literally, of the price we'd sell it if we fully restored it. Now here's a Richard Littgrand in our polishing room that we've just about finished off, and you can see it does bring out the best in the grain. We do about 30 coats of French polish, finished off by antique waxing, and so it's not too shiny. In that way, it brings out the grain much better. Going back to the Bosendorfer, it's generally in very good condition. Here's the legs and the lyre. As you can see, they're pretty perfect. There's another blemish on the side here. This is the long side of the piano. Otherwise, the piano's pretty good. So it's a decision, so you see there's a slight line here, a decision as to whether to fully repolish this piano or not. But we wanted to keep it, because the rest of the piano's in good condition. We thought this was an opportunity to have one that was not so expensive. One of the main factors we look at is how tight are the tuning pins, and if they're tight and the strings are good, and if all the strings are here, there's just one bass replacement done many years ago because it's the same colour as the rest. I don't know if you can see it if I get closer to it, but you'll be able to see that one of the bass strings here was replaced, this one here, because it's slightly longer than the one next to it. Sorry, it's not very well focused. That's better. These are typical ending on the original Bosendorfer strings, but this one here is a replacement. They sound very good match. You can't tell it's a replacement tone-wise, but you can just see visually. Otherwise, they're perfect. We did pitch raise this piano. It hadn't been used for a very long time, I would imagine, because it was about 13 beats flat, which is a long way flat for a Bosendorfer, and all gone down together. So obviously a very stable piano. The soundball's also in perfect condition, so it's another reason why we consider to not fully restore it. The serial number, by the way, on Bosendorfers is under the strings here. Really hard to read, but we dated this at 1921 from that number, though some of the numbers are not that clear. Very often we're given this bridge number here, but it's not the serial number. A lot of clients give us that number because they don't notice the serial number because it's covered with dirt very often. In order to get the action out, you undo these screws. And I love Bosendorfer screws because they stay here. They are a little device that holds them here and they don't fall out. Wish more manufacturers would do that. See, the cheeks have been taken out and you can see the device on the screw that holds it in. If you look inside there, very simple, and it would be great if more people did that. Another reason for us not to fully restore this piano, just to recondition it, is because someone's changed the hammers before, and the hammers are very little worn. These hammers when we put on, we can just reface a bit to get the full tone back onto it, voicing the hammer. The roller is also not very worn, and here these hinges are all very tight, so there's no reason to redo that. So that's a brief look at a Bosendorfer 170 centimeters long grand piano, and we just finished reconditioning it. It's not been in stock very long, so I want to make this video just to encourage you that it's one of our favourite small grand pianos, really. The action and the tone are just Bosendorfer. Just something really special about Bosendorfer. Made with a lot of care, a lot of knowledge of piano making. Not much hammer wear and tight tuning pins. Two of the reasons we decided not to fully restore this. It would be double the price if we did, so there's an opportunity to get a really good piano, and I don't think quality-wise much different from a fully restored one, and in some ways it's more original, retain more of the originality of the piano. Just a rich tone throughout, rich bass and rich treble. So thank you very much for listening.